I think I missed this. Let's get another line, but let's just not get back road here. Let's not get back road. I kind of made him travel, like, all right. Oh, whoops, I can't even go this way. Gosh. Take the free. Spam checks. Get that. Gotta watch out for the back row. Brother. This should be checkmate, right? Oh no, you can go here. Right there. What? That's fine. I'll just eat up all his pawns and then... Ooh, I was about to make a terrifyingly bad move there. Alright, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. We had CPI today at 8:30 Eastern time, 7:30 my time. Coming into this morning here, we didn't really do too much with CPI, to be honest. Here it is right here. I'm pretty sure. Let me see if there's a range. Okay, so there is. Alright, so here is CPI lows. And we ended up trading above, one tick above the weekly open, and we started to sell off here. Depending on how we close here on this 4-hour candle and 8-hour candle will tell me my bias. Yeah, my bias for today is I want to see how prices reacts with CPI. I mean, we traded above the weekly open. We couldn't even take out previous day high, and we just started to trade back lower. So my morning objective would be given to me once we close on the 4-hour candle and 8-hour candle. Yeah. Is there anything else I do want to cover? Yeah, depending on how we trade here at this 15-minute fair value gap, by the time we close or open up at 10 a.m. will tell me the buys for if we're going to take out, you know, CPI lows or CPI highs. And it appears that we're probably most likely going to take out CPI lows here. Here's the CPI lows. CPI low at, I'll put it at the 11 o'clock hour. Alright, so let's see how we look. How are we looking here on the 4-hour time frame? The 4-hour time frame, okay, so we're pretty bearish. it appears that we could take out this 4-hour low, and I want to see how we close here on this 1-hour candle here. If we can get a model, a hourly model that aligns with the 4-hour model, that would make sense. But it all depends on how we close here in about 20 minutes or so on the 4-hour candle. But yeah, we took out Asia's highs, Asia's lows. We took out London highs, and we still have London lows still intact. Both previous day high and previous day low are still intact as well. But yeah, not really an eventful CPI day, to be honest. We have some FOMC members speaking here at 8:40 and 9:45, and later some in the PM session. But we do have PPI tomorrow, so maybe we could have the weekly expansion on PPI. But yeah, I mean, we're still continuing to dig into this daily fair value gap, which is something that I am noticing. We've yet got that expansion move away from the daily fair value gap. We've just basically been trading above the upper echelons of this daily fair value gap. We've never gotten a closure below, or we've never gotten a wick below the consequent encroachment yet. So, so just something to keep in mind. So let's see on ES here. Like I said, we failed to take out previous day high or previous day low on ES as well. Let's go back to, I do want to take a look at some of the previous dealing ranges here on CPI days. Oops, not TGIF. OTE. OTE. What's your ETA? What's your ETA? What's your ETA? What's your ETA? There's a small macro dealing range there. Micro, I mean. What about this swing low to this swing high? You've already traded back inside discount. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So far. Checklist. Review biased. Like I said, my bias, I don't really have a clear daily bias. And this just goes back to like my weekly objective in general too. My weekly objective is higher prices. But after we took out previous week's high, I would then switch over to, intraday models. Here, based on all of these daily candles here, I can't really say I have a clear bias on the daily time frame at least. So which is why I'm referring back to like the 4-hour time frame, the 8-hour time frame. It's still relatively high, but not technically the daily or weekly. It just all comes into like proportionality and respective like the relative time frames that you're taking your models based off of. Majority of my models will be on the 15-minute time frame, but which is why I'm able to trade, like shorts whenever we're in a daily bullish bias, because I'm understanding that we're not going to target. I'm not targeting, previous month's low with the 15-minute model short. I'm targeting a, an actual objective on the lower time frames. I'm not targeting higher time frame objectives. But let's see. Like I said, EQ, yes. After we take out weekly objective, I would trade intraday models. After completing the weekly objective, I would like to trade intraday models, which I'm doing right now. Alright, I am back. I just got something to snack on while I am watching PA. Not entirely sure what I'm eating right now. It's like a cottage cheese or like some type of creamy, cheesy like muffin. Let's check out the RTH gap here. So it looks like we gapped down today, actually. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So it appears that we just took out CPI lows. Let me see if we took out CPI lows on ES. So we've yet to take out CPI lows on ES. That means there's an SMT right now. Let's see if we can trade back inside that daily FEG again. And the daily FEG is that large rectangle that you see at the bottom of your screen. This one right here. so it's rebalancing the daily fair value gap again. Hi, hello? Hello?
Hello. Good morning. Yes, I'm trying to reach, is it Tango?
I'm sorry?
The first name is Hoang.
Oh, yes.
Is that yourself?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Deborah Showers. I'm with the company SNS Recovery. I'm calling in regards to Tarrant County College. Verifying your date of birth is 1/14/2004, correct?
Yes.
The communication is from a debt collector. Attempt to collect the debt information obtained will be used for that purpose. Comma be monitored for training and a complaint. Your balance to the school is $145.73. How would you like to pay that?
How did I get this balance? I'm sorry.
It's an AR accounts receivable, money that you owe directly back to the school. Either you didn't complete all the coursework, you didn't maintain at least a C average. This is the prorated amount that's charged back to the student.
Do you can I get a course name that I failed to maintain a good average for it?
You don't remember?
No, I didn't even know I had this balance. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we did send a validation of debt notice when we received the account was September 20th, 2024. The address they supplied was 3116 Theodora Drive in Grand Prairie.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
your current mailing address?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you not receive it?
I don't think so. I'm not the person that checks the mail in my house. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you have an email address? I can get it over there to you a lot quicker.
Oh yes. It's CAO period HOANG THANH, and it's gonna be
THANH?
yes, ma'am. THANH at yahoo.com.
At Yahoo.
Is it for a class or like is it a calculator? Because I still have a school calculator that I have on me. Maybe that might be the case.
It's a prorated amount. I'm not exactly sure. As I said, it's an AR account. Normally, it's either the student didn't complete the courses or maintain at least a C average. It could be for a leftover balance on parking. It could be for room board. I mean, I'm just not going to guess. If you're not sure and you wanted to know what it's for, I can request the breakdown of the charges from the school. Other than that, I'm just going to send you a copy of the validation of debt notice. So you tell me what you want me to do.
Okay. Could you send me the second option? And then
I'm going to send you a copy of the validation of debt notice.
Yes, ma'am. And then I'll go up to the school and then I'll talk to them maybe because I don't think I ever failed a class in TCC. So.
Now, let me do this. Let me verify I've got your email correct, and I'm going to send I'm going to get your validation of debt notice over to you first. I have to do that. I've got CAO.HOANGTHANH at yahoo.com. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, okay, I've updated that, so I'm going to get that over to you. Now, you can go up to the school if you like, but if you're wanting to know what this is for, I'm not sure of how, the schools actually operate. I may be able to get this a lot quicker for you. It's the reason why I asked.
Oh, so you can do it for me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, yeah. Could you please, if you have the time?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get you a copy of it, and I'll send it to your email address. You can review it. Our 800 numbers included. You can contact us back and let us know how you want to handle the account.
Yes, ma'am. And so, like, let's just say that it is for the calculator, because I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. Is it possible if I could just... Is it possible if I could just, like, return the calculator and the debt just be, like, waived off, or...
I'm not sure about that. Once they place the account, it's with an outside collection agency.
Oh.
So I don't know if that would, you know, resolve the problem. But I mean, if you want to ask the school, it's up to you, and I can hold off on requesting it. It's totally up to you.
Okay, yeah. I'll actually go up to the school later today because I have classes, so I will go up there and ask them about it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you so much. You have a great day.
You also. Bye.
Fuck! Why are all these stupid... all these choices. Oh my gosh. I just forgot that I was on stream. Yeah, interesting. I'm sorry about that if you guys had to overhear that. Yeah, let's go back to the charts here. We're about to actually open up here in about 3 minutes. So let me get logged into my account just so that I don't have to scramble to log in whenever I find a trade, because that, or not, whenever a trade comes to me. Let me rephrase that. Alright, here I am. So like I said, I wanted to see how we close here on this hourly candlestick and this 4-hour candlestick, right? So but if it loads here, so this 8-hour candle and this 4-hour candle right now, right? Both of those candles, if we close, I can anticipate that this candle's high is going to be left intact, and we're probably going to take out this 8-hour candle's low first. What that means is my morning objective here would be to target the 4-hour low, which is in alignment with the 8-hour low. So they're basically the same lows. 8-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame telling us that we're going to continue lower, right? However, what's the hourly time frame telling us here? It has a separate low, so this is the 8-hour low and 4-hour low here, right? So this is the hourly low, 1-hour low. So if I were to take this on the hourly time frame and hourly model, this would be considered an expansion model, because the higher time frames relative to my model. So let's backtrack a little bit. My model is going to be on the hourly time frame. The higher time frames relative to my model, which could be like the 4-hour or the 8-hour, right, is suggesting that we could continue even lower, because is the 4-hour low lower than the hourly low? Just by looking at these lines here. Yes, it is. And with that, that would be considered an expansion model, but I need to see, let's see how this 15-minute candle closes first though, because we're not getting that bearish closure as I thought we would have. And I also, yeah, we're lagging displacement as well. So me taking this model here to target the 4-hour low and the 8-hour low makes no sense, because there isn't displacement. You can kind of see like this back and forth here on the 1-minute chart. We probably didn't get a single we probably got an FEG up here on maybe like the 5-minute time frame, 3-minute, 4-minute, 2-minute maybe, but within this entire, oh sorry, wow. So within this entire PA right here, right, we probably didn't get a single FEG. So there's not much displacement lower here, but like I said, based on how we closed here on the 4 hour, right? 4 hour and 8 hour, I could anticipate for their lows to be taken. So that would be my objective, my morning objective. And it appears that we just took out that low, I think. Okay, yeah, we just took out the 4 hour and 8 hour low. But now you're probably wondering, like, why didn't you take the trade then, dude? Like I said before, there's no displacement here. If you're going to take an entry, right, where are you entering off of? At 10 o'clock, we didn't even trade up into, like, at least this this fair value gap, this small little 1 minute fair value gap. We, you know, for me, you guys will see in the pros and cons here, but if there's no entry pattern and I know where the, like, if there's no entry pattern and I can kind of see where prices wants to go, I can anticipate where prices wants to go, I'm not gonna take the model because there's no entry pattern. I don't have a model where I know where I'm gonna put my stop loss. It's like, let's say I entered at 10, right? Where am I placing my stop loss? Here? Is it a reasonable place to have my stop loss? Not really. I mean, ideally, like, I would want to have entered off of a fair value gap, but I can't just enter off of straight at 10, you know? There's no PD array. Is it time that we're entering off of right at 10? If we're gonna do that, then yeah, it just doesn't make any sense for me to be taking that model. But like I said, the morning objective for me was that 4 hour and 8 hour low. And I kind of just basically went over that already. I didn't want to repeat myself, but yeah. Now that we've completed the 4 hour and 8 hour low, now that we've completed the 4 hour / 8 hour objective, I would now wait for more time, more structure, and trade even lower time frames, right? So let's say we took out, so this was the 4 hour low, right? 4 hour, 8 hour low. Or I think it was this one, actually. I'm not entirely too sure. It was probably that low, or this low. So after we take out that objective, right? Will we displace back inside this range, or will we continue to sell off? That's really up for time to tell. You can't really anticipate that now, but after an objective has been taken, you would want to kind of just wait and see what, you know, prices wants to do. And yeah, that's probably gonna be all for me for right now. Just keep in mind that we've already taken out we have already taken out CPI lows, and I mean, if you want to consider CPI highs here, it's either you count this 830 candle as the CPI range, but we've yet to take out the 842 high, so this high right here, or you want to consider that the CPI high. But now there's, like I said, I would wait for more structure, see if we really want to get that willingness to continue lower. But as of right now, there's a pretty large SMT, not large, but there's an SMT here between ES and NQ. And NQ is trading back inside its daily fair value gap, so we could see an expansion higher. We might not. It's really up for time. Like I said, you want to wait for time. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this for right now. I'm gonna go back and go over some of the positives and negatives with you guys. So review bias, pros and cons. Okay, so some of the positives here, right? Just being patient, like I've shown you guys here. Being patient and allowing your model, right? The model that you created, to come to you. There is no reason for you to force anything onto the markets. You are not the dictator. You don't dictate where prices goes. You just are there to take the opportunities, right? And that's what I am. I'm sitting and waiting for an opportunity for me to take. Yeah, staying disciplined to your model and not executing anything else besides your model, and knowing when to stay away from poor market conditions. So poor market conditions are like this. Yesterday's price action was to be honest, yesterday's price action wasn't that terrible. It just was very slow, like very back and forth majority of the initial first part of the New York AM session. But yeah, so the first positive was, like I said, being patient and staying disciplined to your model. If your model doesn't present itself, or your entry pattern doesn't, then you don't take it. Second is, even when you know, or even when you can have even though you have a clear, objective in mind, and you kind of can see where prices wants to go, if you're not giving an entry pattern here, and for my case at least, my entry pattern is a fair value gap. If there's no fair value gap, then I'm not gonna take it, even though, like I said, the objective is clear. That's just part of my model, and just being patient and disciplined to my model. So it's like a little enforcement into the first rule here. Third is understanding what prices wants to do at the present moment, right? So present moment, that's what I was trading at, the actual model right now. So if you look at it on the higher time frame, we, like I said, we're bullish. We've created this large displacement on, this large move up higher. We have displacement candles on the daily time frame. We're just overall really bullish, right? But what are we doing at the current moment, right this very moment, right? It appears now that previous day low could be the draw here on NQ. So right now, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, even though we're bullish on, the daily time frame, this current moment, this very moment right now, the draw is previous day low. So it's kind of contradicting, but you have to understand that prices is fractal, and there's going to be models that present itself every single day, and it just depends on what type of trader you are. Are you a daily trader? Are you going to be trading on the daily time frame? Are you going to be trading on the weekly time frame? Are you going to trade on the 15-minute time frame, which that is me? Are you going to be trading 4-hour time frame? Prices is fractal, so that means models will present itself almost every single day, on every single time frame. And yeah, so you just have to understand what the current objective is for your respective time frame. And like I said, on the 15-minute time frame right now, it appears that previous day low will be taken, but higher time frame wise, like I said, I don't want to going back to what I said yesterday, I kind of want to see prices leave this open. I don't want to see us trade all the way back into the weekly immediate rebalance. I kind of want to see us create a weekly fair value gap here. But yeah, current objective, just ask yourself, what is prices doing at this present moment? And some of the negatives here, just being, sticking to your objectives, requiring a higher time frame objective. So why do prices moves? There's 4 reasons why, right? To generate liquidity, to take liquidity, rebalance inefficiencies, and to retrace back into premium and discount. Out of those 3 objectives out of 4, I've created a model for 3 of them. So there's the equilibrium model, which is basically us retracing back into the equilibrium, basically into discount or premium. Expansion model is us taking liquidity, and the third model is rebalancing, is the rebalancing model, which is basically us rebalancing a fair value gap or trading back inside of fair value gap. So no matter how good the trade looks, right, if there's no higher time frame objective, you just gotta avoid it. And yeah, that's that. Here's the improvements. So like I said, being selective with your trades, requiring the higher time frame objective, and requiring an entry pattern. Why didn't I take the model that I saw today? I didn't see a entry pattern that presented itself. Trading aggressively here, and just continue to practice patience and discipline. Allow the markets to come to me. I don't dictate where prices goes. I kind of am just, on the sidelines, just waiting for an opportunity to present itself. And that's going to wrap it up for the pros and cons and the improvements. I do want to go type in a daily motivational quote here. And I believe my quote today is going to be character. It's going to be about character. And I think I might have already thrown a quote about it, actually, but who cares? So, interesting. And this is why you would want to wait for candle closures here. Most people here would probably have seen this sell-off and think, yo, previous day, or some people could have shorted up here too. I mean, that could have also been a thing where, their objective was previous day low. But at the time, look at the daily candle. Does it look like previous day low would be taken? Which is why it's kind of like, iffy. But like I said, if you guys were using the model I just told you guys about, like this 4-hour time frame, this 4-hour candle, suggesting that we're probably going to take out this 4-hour candle's low right here, that would have made sense. It's just the entry pattern is the thing that lagged in this model, here at least. And yeah, like I know initially when I first started, I would have probably taken something like this. Stop loss at the second candle's high, entry patterns at the fair value gap, previous day low appears to be the draw. We're so close to it, we shouldn't retrace that far deep. That would have been the model. That actually would have been the model. And some things that I've actually done to kind of prevent myself from doing these types of models again, or waiting for candle closures, right? So I am an intraday model trader, or intraday trader. So I trade maybe like on the lower time frames, like the 15-minute time frame. Maybe sometimes if the 15-minute time frame aligns with the hourly time frame, I'll take a hourly model. But majority, or actually all of my trades, will be on the 15-minute time frame, right? And when I'm trading with the 15-minute time frame, I always wait for the 15-minute candle to close. This is my 15-minute chart, but my overall all of these candles here are the 1-minute candles. But these 3 different time frames on the side here, they're just an indicator. This shows me what the 15-minute candle is doing. This tells me what the 30-minute candle is doing. This tells me what the hourly candle is doing. And this is the overall daily candle, right? In this specific case, right, the 15-minute candle hasn't closed yet. We haven't closed yet. Even though there's displacement, we haven't closed yet. So I have to wait until the 15-minute candle closes before I can say a previous day low is the draw. So with how we close here on this 15-minute candle, I mean, it's a down close candle, but is there displacement now? Where can I enter off of? can I enter off of here? No, we're actually trading above it right now. So this could be treated as an inversion. So I'm not going to enter off of that. So can I enter off of this small little 1 minute fair value gap? I mean, you could if you're confident in it. It's just, for me, size really does matter. So, this 1 minute, this smaller 1 minute fair value gap here, like, you could take it. I mean, I guess it's a fair value gap, but I don't have that confidence. I don't have that conviction in prices respecting this small little fair value gap here to continue lower. I would prefer it if it's a larger fair value gap and we leave that fair value gap unfilled. But seeing how this smaller, fair value gap got formed, it just, I don't have much confidence in it. So now I would just wait, like I said, for more time, more structure, see what prices really wants to do. And I feel like we probably will end up taking out previous day low on NQ, because ES, NQ, YM, they always love to have SMT divergence. One of these indices will most likely take out previous day low, which is something I've just noticed. And yeah, it's just something I've noticed. But let's go back to getting that daily quote. So this is the quote that I was actually gonna put. So character is the ability to carry through a resolution, a goal after the mood or motivation in which the resolution was made has passed. In simpler terms, it is the discipline, the willpower to continue on that path when the end is not even in sight. Keep at this, you got this. Or keep at it, you got this. So I actually want to use that quote again for today. I feel like it's something that should be, in simpler terms, it is the discipline and the willpower to continue on that path when the end is not even in sight. So how far are you willing to go when the finish line isn't in sight? Has passed. Yeah. At everyone. So that's just a quote that I do want to refer back to. Have character. Alright. I think I've given you guys a decent amount of information here for today. I think I've done my job, at least for today. I'll be back here. I'm not going to be back here tomorrow or Friday, actually, because I have Thursdays I go thrifting in the morning, and Fridays I have work. And so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you whenever I see you.